Este video está en inglés. Si quieres ponerle subtítulos, puedes picar el botón que es igualito a este con dos Cs para poner subtítulos en español. Hi everyone, my name is Yuki and today I'm giving you 5 tips on learning a new language. Well, it's been a while since my English speaking followers asked me to do a video in English so they can understand better. My Spanish speaking followers also asked me for tips on learning a new language. So I thought, yes, this would be a great chance to make a video in English. I'd love to give a big shout out to all of these people that watch my videos in Spanish even though they don't actually talk in Spanish, because my way of speaking Spanish is weird. So you are really doing a big effort, so a big shout out to you. Also, I think I'm getting sick, so don't pay attention to my sore throat. First of all, I want to say sorry about my pronunciation. My English is a bit rusty since my last proper English class was about like 5-6 years ago in junior high. Yeah, my English is not as good as it used to be. I started learning since I was a toddler. My parents and my family used to speak to me in English, so that made the language like kind of familiar for me to hear. And I also went to a bilingual school here in Mexico City, from kindergarten all the way to junior high. This means that half of my classes were in Spanish and half of them were in English. Also, most of the events we had, plays, parent-teacher meetings, it was mostly in English. So you could say I was attending an American school here in Mexico, kind of. In this school, I learned so many tips and tricks on how to learn a new language, and I even tried to learn German. Ich liebe die deutsche Sprache, aber ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Okay, enough of my life. Let me give you these 5 tips so you can learn another language easily. Number 1. Try to have fun while learning a new language, either if it's because of school asked you to learn, French, English, German, whatever. Try to find something that you like about that language and try to enjoy it. For example, I tried to learn German because I like this band, Tokyo Hotel, and one of my biggest dreams is to speak in German with them. So that made German easier for me. Even if it's silly to others, what matters is that you like it. And if you like it and you have that reason, anything else doesn't even matter. Number 2. Try to watch movies, series, and listen to music, because you first need to get used to that language. All these new ways of talking, these new sounds, will be a little bit more familiar when you study them by, writing or something. If you get used to it, you learn also a lot of slang and ways of talking that are informal. Let's be serious, no one actually talks that formal in the real life. Yes, you're gonna need that formal speech, but it's easier if you start from, the informal way. Also, if you learn songs in this new language, try to translate them after you can actually sing it, so you can pronounce now new songs or new words and make your vocabulary bigger. And this way you will actually know what you're singing about. Number 3. Practice, 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 practice. You may practice with family, you may practice with friends, but if none of them want to practice with you, there's also another way. You can find, pages on the internet, forums. There are tons of ways you can practice a new language, and also by practicing I mean speak to another person whose mother tongue is that specific language you're trying to reach. Number 4. This may sound a little bit weird, but it is very useful, and I've never had any other. After my high school, I had plenty of English teachers, but they never taught this to their students. You need to start thinking in that language. It is weird at the beginning because you're not used to the language, because you're not used to the sounds, and let's say your brain is set up in your mother tongue, so it will become a bit difficult at the beginning. But when you start learning more words and more grammar, vocabulary, whatever, this will be like, you will automatically start to think in that language. And number 5. This is a very common mistake we make. Most English teachers I've seen, they don't even correct this mistake. For me, it's something like essential. Do not translate sentences literally, like from Spanish to English. Each language has its own grammar and its own words. Each language, I don't know, works differently. So it sounds weird when you translate something from Spanish to English. Like, for example, a teacher gave me this example, and I think it's the best one I've ever heard. Like, for example, if I say drop off with the wool, it sounds weird, right? In English, this sentence doesn't make any sense. But if you translate it into Spanish, these same exact words, it says cáete con la lana. And my Spanish speaking friends will say this is another way of asking for money. It's give me the money. That's how weird it sounds when you translate things into another language with your own grammar. Okay, so these are the tips I consider are super important when you're learning a new language. Please let me know what you think about in the comment section below. I really hope you find this video helpful, and if you'd like to see me making more videos in English constantly, please leave me a comment. Thank you so much for watching. Eso fue todo por el video de hoy. Espero que les haya gustado, que les sirva un poquito algunos de estos tips. Y pues no lo sé, fue muy raro hablar en inglés en un video, me dio muchísima pena. Además, tengo la lengua lastimada porque me la mordí y siento que hablo medio raro. Pero bueno, les voy a dejar mi video anterior aquí de este lado, mis redes sociales de este lado, aquí abajito. Ya saben, me pueden encontrar en todos lados como Yüki Stern. Y pues no sé, espero que les haya gustado. Fue muy divertido hacer este video. Nos vemos pronto. Adiós.